Hello, this is Angela, and I am going to take you on a tour of my garden. I'm not really into that quote unquote perfection, so we might see a weed here, or we might see a little bit of grass there, but it doesn't bother me. Alright, here we go. So, here's a cute little sunflower. Yep. Down here we have some flowers, and some lavender, and some kale. And we have some squash growing here and more sunflowers. They're beautiful. Sunflowers are my favorite flowers, so they're pretty much all over the garden, just growing everywhere. Let's see. See that? I was having some issues with aphids eating my sunflowers, so I went to Lowe's and I bought a little container of ladybugs, and that took care of the issue. All right, let's see. Here we have our poblano chilies growing here. These are our poblano chili plants. I think this has got to be my favorite sunflower out of all of them. Let me look at this. It got beat down by the hail and it kept on growing, and now it's kind of just chilling out. See? Yep, that's it. Okay, let's see, we got I planted some wildflowers there as well. And here we have some asparagus and some cabbage. I have a tomato plant and a whole lot of sunflowers. See that? A whole lot of sunflowers. Over there we have some irises and some lilies. And we have more irises here. And over here we have eggplants. But they haven't grown the greatest, so I might have to add some more plant food to them. Alright, here we have, guess again, more sunflowers and some lettuce, and we have spinach growing in here. If you've noticed, a lot of the lettuce and spinach has been cut because I come out here on a daily basis and I use it for my cooking. So I feed the kids a lot of greens out of the garden. And we have some carrots. Okay. I have a pepper plant, it's a green bell pepper, and some long green onion, some more long green onions here, and some spinach. Some spinach, it gets really long like this when you let it grow long. And long green onion, which we use again on a daily basis. And we have more sunflowers here, nice sunflowers. And let's see. Here's my corn. It's growing nice and tall now. It's really starting to come up. And in the center, here are some beets, tomatoes. Oh no, see, there's a weed. I gotta get that out. Here's another pepper plant, pepper plant, pepper plant, pepper plant. More beets. More tomatoes. Oh, we have a couple of red ones in there already, see? Or cherry tomatoes, those are the kids' favorite. They love to eat them like snackies. Some more sunflowers. And here is some more corn. And here are some cucumbers, which are great to have. I love growing cucumbers. Let's see, there's some peas, some more asparagus, some more peppers. I think these are yellow peppers, some peas, some garlic, and broccoli. And then over here we have celery, more sunflowers, a lot more beets here, and more sunflowers. Here's the kale garden here. And more lettuce, which we eat every day. And flowers here, sunflowers. And there is my fountain that I found and I made into a flower bed. Looks really pretty. And we have some more irises here and some more lilies, which are very pretty. And here I planted edible flowers. They have packets of edible flowers at Sprouts, and I went and bought a couple of them and planted them, and they're growing in very nicely. See, here's the other side of the fountain. We got a couple of bricks out of place. Let's put them back where they go. There you go, right there. Now we have a brick pile, stone pile. And on this side we have more tomato plants, more sunflowers. I have some more squash growing in, more squash, and we also have grapevines. See the grapevines? Hopefully they'll give us grapes soon. I planted them a couple of years ago. We haven't gotten any grapes out of them yet. I got some tomatoes. More tomatoes growing, little flowers on them. Soon they'll be sprouting. And let's see. Over here. Then over here on the floor, on the ground, we have more peppers. Peppers haven't been doing so well. They haven't like fluffed up yet, but we still got time for that. Let's see. And this is my garden. I live in Aurora, Colorado, and most of the houses like this one were xeriscape yards. So when they first built this house, it had an entire rock backyard. And this whole yard was just very bad. It was a lot of dead grass, a lot of patches with rock and like hard clay dirt. And I built this garden every brick at a time. Me and my kids came out here and we pulled up all the rocks and we dug up the soil and we placed new soil. And I went on places like Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace, and I looked for people who are giving away free rocks and free stones, and this is what I got. This is a couple of years of collecting all this stuff, but I think I did all right. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I like my cabbage. I think it looks really cute. See? Cabbage. Yay. There are little wildflowers growing. Let's see. Yeah, when I first made the garden too, a couple of years ago, my kids were small and I got like 2 big boards I found and I said, paint me something for the garden, so they painted them for me. Yeah, and there's my corn. Background. The kids painting. It's eggplant, irises. I had just put these irises in there this season. I had moved them from the front yard because I was changing up the flower bed in there and planted some other things, so I had to move them. There's the sunflowers. They're starting to sprout. They just started sprouting last week. I think that one up there is the first one. This one here was the first one that had sprouted. And then the other ones followed after shortly. Let me see. Yeah. I have to fence everything in too because the little puppies will get in here and they'll have a field day getting into stuff. Yep. There's a squash.